the more big, the more promise, the more fortune, the more fame, the more money that people perceive that you're worth, or that you could have, or that you will have, they try to steal it. They want to steal it. They want what's yours. Even if they don't have, if you notice that most toxic or narcissistic people, they don't have a lot of friends. When they do have friends, they have friends that go along to get along, right? And they have that mentality that the bully will just, you know what I'm saying, push them along, and they're just going to go along, or they are the bully, or they're close with the bully, or the bully serves the same agenda as them, okay? These spirits are like this. The spirit of Lilith is the one that want to watch you. It's that person that stay around you and want to know your business and da 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 da, and all they do is run back and tell. Okay, that's all they do. That's why they're around you. It's their whole purpose is to imitate you, mimic you. You know what I'm saying? Steal from you. That's what their purpose is. And if you're on a purpose that is a higher purpose for a higher calling, yeah, you just expect that either people are going to love you or they're going to hate you. And all of those things don't have shit to do with you. Okay? Sometimes people will hate you just because they look at you and they see some shit that they want to have inside of themselves. And that's cool that you don't have it. But, most of us people that are like me, that are like you, right? We would literally show you if we could. But the part that people don't really understand is just because you go to church doesn't mean that you really have God in your heart. Just because you sit on a pew. If you have God in your heart, you could tell by the way that you treat people. Okay? You could tell by the way that you talk to people. And everybody just equate God with perfection. But perfection, you ask God, am I being pleasing to you? Are you pleased with me? So how everybody else look at you and everybody else perceive 2:22 on the timer doesn't have anything to do with you. You do what you know is right. And if you do something wrong, you say, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or something that you perceive to be wrong. You say, I'm sorry. If you don't say I'm sorry to that person, say I'm sorry to God. If you have things that you're holding on in your heart, you try to let those go and just say, listen, I trust you so much that I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know that you got me, okay? But always be prepared to not be liked. Always be prepared to have to fight. And not every battle is yours. You just leave that. Don't be always ready to fight. Don't be. I used to always want to be ready to fight. Now, don't get it wrong. Like, don't get it twisted. I'll fight if I need to. But for what? Let these people have it, okay? That's like, a miserable person's always going to be a miserable person. But not only are they going to be miserable, but they're going to try to wage war with you, or they want you to enter into their campaign. They want to show people like this is who that person is. And I might have been that person yesterday, but the same person that I was yesterday isn't the same person that I am today. Because I see God's face all the time in everything that I do. I'm always praying. Somebody told me I over embellish in spirit. But the goal in spirituality is to come into union with Christ consciousness. That's what the goal is. There's no other goal. In order to come into Christ consciousness, you have to have the fruits of God's Spirit. 414, and I paid attention to it, so it might be significant to you. Okay? It's to just do right by people. Okay? And the reason why God likes the thief, the liar, the person that stutters, the person with the ADHD, the person who was an alcoholic but changed their life, the person that was a drug addict, is because that person saw the darkest of times, okay? And instead of going outside to seek more of what caused the harm and the whatever, they went and they found God, okay? So some of y'all people be sitting on pews and screaming, holy, 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 holy. And God, you don't even know him. You don't know him. That isn't even what this is for, okay? Listen, you're always going to be under spiritual attack when you're on a spiritual path. The best thing that you could do is anytime that you feel something is off with inside of you, okay? And you'll notice the more that you start to ground yourself every day and be in Christ conscious and be grounded in yourself, be in there, not be present with the moment, be focused on God, right? The more that you'll feel and know and sense other things in your stratosphere that don't belong there. It is your responsibility after you see what doesn't belong to remove it. Okay? Right. Your arm failure, you cut it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Okay? People don't have to deal with you after you wrong them. And you don't have to deal with people after they wrong. It's always a choice, okay? But choose to just forgive and move on, okay? And, yeah, I'm telling you, when God hit the scene and God started fucking things up, it is not like a smack. It's like your whole world comes crumbling down. All of it. All of it, okay? So just trust in that. And get yourself grounded, okay? And focus on God, okay? Get yourself happy, okay? Make your plans, okay? Do your plans, okay? Follow through. It's a different season. I don't know. When you woke up this morning, you should feel light and airy. That's how you should feel, okay? If you don't feel light and airy, you need to ground, okay? You could find a guided meditation on grounding and then pray to God, okay? That's what I got for you today. I got more. There's so much more. I'm just gonna... There's more, okay? As always, I love you. Be great, do great, because you are. Remember, we are just spirits. We forget. We think that, I'm walking around, I've been calling myself Jennifer for umpteen amount of years, that whatever. No. Before you came here, you were Esther. You were Ruth. You were whatever. You were whatever. You were Sarah. You were Dylan. You were whatever you were, okay? You have to honor the spirit inside of you, your soul, because that's really who you are. That's what makes you. As always, I love you. Be great, do great, because you are. 808 on the timer. Bye. Hugs and kisses.